Islam, to my brother, peace. What came to mind when you asked the question? Immediately Mao Zedong. And when we're talking about us being at war, we're recognizing we have a common enemy that's basically had their foot on our neck and has prevented us from getting together in unity. One of the main qualities or the main objective at the beginning phases of guerrilla warfare is attaining the quality of mass. Mass is also one of the 9 principles of war, but I want to bring something organic to this. When we think of the black community as a body, you have mass. When we're talking about guerrilla warfare, Mao Zedong broke it down in 3 phases. And in the first phase, he said the concentration is on organization, preservation, and consolidation. Our bodies are made up of organs. Each organ has a function. So when we're talking about organization, we have to bring the question to the table, what is your function? So as we look at the Moorish Science Temple, we look at the NOI, we look at the RBG, and all of our different organizations. What is our function? And our function must be to preserve. Preservation, which is the second thing that the first phase is concerned with. Preservation is dealing with survival. So we all don't have to do the exact same thing. Each organ in your body doesn't have the same function. But if the lung is too concerned with what the liver is supposed to be doing and the lung doesn't do its job, that ends a life. Or if the liver fails to do its job because it's too concerned with what the heart is doing, that ends your life. No, each organ or organization is supposed to be concerned with what it contributes to the whole. So that's organic. If you think about the body, when we have an illness or sickness, you can also have mass in the body that serves no function. They call that a tumor. It's a clot or a mass of cells that serve no function. On the other side of that, you can have what they call free radicals, which are cells that are just floating and roaming out through the body that don't have any allegiance to any one of the organs and serve no function as well. You have a certain amount of free radicals that are natural to the body, but when the body is acidic and it's imbalanced and it does not achieve the state of what they call homeostasis, there's no balance, then the free radicals multiply. Then your body becomes too filled with free radicals, and certain foods and things feed those free radicals. Next thing you know, it develops into what we call cancer. Because when you get a cut or a wound or something, cancer is basically, as Dr. Paul Goss told me years ago, cancer only means a wound that won't heal. And a wound cannot heal if there's no organization. So when you have the multiplication of the free radicals floating through the body, if it overwhelms all the other organs, you get different stages of cancer. And if you get up to stage 4, it means your body is so full of stuff that ain't supposed to be there, serves no function, we can't even bring you back. So we have to consider organization, preservation, and then consolidation. What is consolidation? That's what you bring to the table and what I bring to the table. If we're in a survival situation, let's say all the power goes out in Philadelphia tomorrow, right? We have to consolidate who got batteries, who got flashlights, who's got candles. Okay, we know we're gonna need water. Who's got bottled water? Who has access to water? We got to take care of the children. Who's gonna provide clothes? Who's got extra clothes? Who's got rags and things we can use for the people who are injured to dress as one? So we have to consolidate. But first you gotta have something to bring to the table. If you have nothing, what can we consolidate? It doesn't mean you're not useful, but then if you don't have anything, the next thing is, well, what are you skilled at doing? What do you bring? What function can you serve? What are your skills? What do you do? If we don't know what you do, how can we consolidate? So organization, preservation, consolidation. That's what the first phase of guerrilla warfare is concerned with. So we must ask those questions. The second phase is attaining more mass. We have to increase our mass and bring more consolidation, organization, preservation. And then the third phase is once we get to a level where we have enough items that we can take care of food, shelter, and clothing, we can defend ourselves, we have all those basic needs covered, now we can address the enemy. We never got past phase 1 because we're not organized. we call ourselves organizations, but there's so much disruption and disunity within and arguments over petty things. It goes back to that divide and conquer, or divide and rule, AKA political warfare. And that's what hip hop represents. When they are putting in the music, shake your booty, put your pants down, you know, do this, do that. And we're verbalizing that, repeating that nonsense, and our children, you go on YouTube and World Star, and you got 2- and 3-year-old babies that are twerking. And the mama's encouraging that, or auntie or somebody is encouraging that kind of behavior. See, that's a sickness. Those are things we got to address first. So the pains that we have, the illnesses that we have, we first got to look in the mirror and say, what's wrong with me? And how do I fix this? Then I say, okay, I've done the things that help me to get better. Maybe I can help you, and if I can't, maybe I can direct you to the person who can. See, maybe my Islam don't work for you, but maybe the Moore Science Temple works for you. They're gonna help heal your mind from what's been broken and taken and robbed from you. Or maybe the MBG, following Honorable Marcus Garvey, maybe that works for you. I can't hate on that. I have to encourage that. And then once you go there and get that knowledge of self and figure out where we are, then we gotta come back to organization. What is your function? Preservation. How are you gonna contribute to our survival? And consolidation. What do you bring to the table? What can you do to help us to get our people out of this condition? That's what came to mind. Peace.
Right off the Barnary sub-stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too, but it's more than a bookstore. You wonder we got it, mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. Black and Nobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome on to come build the energy, it's positive. And remember other teams is awakened conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. Black and Nobel, I'm a book said Black and Nobel.